Picture this: lush rainforests bursting with life, turquoise waters teeming with colorful fish, volcanoes, beaches, mountains, you name it. Welcome to Papua New Guinea, or PNG as the cool kids call it, a country that's basically one giant postcard. Located just north of Australia, PNG is part of the second largest island on Earth, New Guinea. The western half belongs to Indonesia, but PNG isn't just about looks. It's home to over 800 distinct languages and cultures, making it a linguist's dream. And maybe a nightmare for tourists trying to ask for directions. Speaking of tourists, there aren't as many as you'd think. Maybe it's the whole getting there thing. It's not exactly a quick hop from the airport, or maybe it's the lack of mega resorts and all-inclusive buffets. Whatever the reason, PNG remains a hidden gem, and trust me, sometimes hidden is good. But don't mistake hidden for boring. This place is anything but. It's a land where ancient traditions meet modern challenges, where tribal customs exist alongside smartphones, and where the only thing predictable is the unexpected. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the fascinating story of Papua New Guinea. Fast forward a few thousand years, give or take, and a new wave of explorers arrived on the scene, the Austronesians. These skilled seafarers, sailing from Southeast Asia, brought with them new skills, languages, and most importantly, outrigger canoes with even fancier outriggers. Now imagine this. Two groups of people separated by thousands of years of history, suddenly bumping into each other on a beach. Awkward, right? Well, it wasn't exactly a beach party. There were clashes, for sure, but also incredible cultural exchanges. Languages mixed, traditions blended, and new ways of life emerged, creating the tapestry of cultures that makes PNG so fascinating. Think of it like this. You've got your classic PNG culture, already a masterpiece. Then, the Austronesians arrive with a whole new palette of customs and beliefs. The result? A vibrant, complex, and totally unique cultural fusion. Like a Jackson Pollock painting, but with less splatter and more singing. This cultural blending wasn't a one-time event. It was a process that unfolded over centuries, leaving its mark on everything from the food people eat, think yummy mumu feasts, to the languages they speak, over 800 and counting. It's a testament to the power of human connection, even when that connection starts with a slightly startled, hello there. Section 4. Explorers and Empires. Because nobody likes empty maps. Let's be honest, humans have a knack for showing up uninvited. And in the 16th century it was Europe's turn to crash Papua New Guinea's party. First came the Portuguese, sniffing around for spices and gold, probably wondering why it was so humid. Then came the Spanish, the Dutch, and eventually, the British and Germans, all eager to plant their flags and claim a piece of paradise. Now you can't talk about this period without mentioning the whole colonialism thing. It wasn't pretty. Land was grabbed, resources were exploited, and traditional ways of life were disrupted. It's a dark chapter in PNG's history, but an important one to acknowledge. But amidst the exploitation, there were glimmers of change. Missionaries with their Bibles and good intentions, mostly, brought education and healthcare to remote communities. Trade routes opened up, connecting PNG to the wider world, and introducing the concept of rush hour to the rainforest. The colonial era was a time of profound transformation, for better or worse. It laid the groundwork for the modern nation of Papua New Guinea, but also left behind a legacy of inequality and exploitation that the country is still grappling with today. Section 5, Freedom's Dawn, cue the fireworks, and some growing pains. After centuries of foreign rule, Papua New Guineans finally got to say, "Okay, we got this." In 1975, independence, time to break out the kundu drums and celebrate. But as with any good party, there's always that awkward morning after. Building a nation from scratch is no easy feat, especially when you've got over 800 different languages to contend with. It's like trying to herd cats, except the cats speak different dialects and have strong opinions about national policy. The early years of independence were marked by political instability, economic challenges, and the occasional bout of tribal fighting. Remember those 800-plus language groups? Turns out they didn't always agree on things. But hey, who needs a boring history, right? Through it all, the spirit of Papua New Guinea shone through. People from all walks of life, from the highlands to the coast, came together to build a new nation, proving that while unity might be messy, it's also incredibly powerful. Section 6. The modern Mosaic, one country, 1,000 puzzles. So, where does PNG stand today? Well, it's complicated. This is a country of striking contrasts. You've got modern cities like Port Moresby, with its bustling markets and traffic jams, alongside remote villages where life has changed little in centuries. PNG is a land of incredible natural resources: gold, copper, oil, you name it. But it's also a place where poverty is widespread, and access to education and healthcare can be a challenge, especially in rural areas. It's like winning the lottery, but losing the ticket before you can cash it in. But amidst these challenges, there's a sense of hope and resilience that's impossible to ignore. Papua New Guineans are known for their warmth, their humor, and their unwavering belief in the power of community. It's a place where ancient traditions are still cherished, where music and dance are an integral part of life, and where the phrase "no worries" seems to be the unofficial national motto. Section 7. Treasures worth keeping. Seriously, this place is special. Papua New Guinea is a country that defies easy categorization. It's a place of breathtaking beauty, cultural richness, and complex challenges. It's a place where the past and present collide, creating a tapestry that's both fascinating and, let's face it, a little bit messy. But that's what makes it so special. As PNG continues to navigate the challenges of the 21st century, it's important to remember that its greatest asset is its people: the resilience, the warmth, the diversity, the humor. These are the treasures that make this country truly unique. So, next time you're feeling adventurous, skip the usual tourist traps and consider a trip to Papua New Guinea. Just be sure to pack your sense of adventure, a phrase book, and maybe a few extra pairs of socks. You never know what you might find in this hidden gem of the Pacific.